Boston lettuce is in peak season, and a local restaurant is serving it up World Cup style.
CBS 2's Stephanie Tantillo takes us from market to table.
Today we're going to talk about Boston lettuce. Sometimes it's called bib lettuce, and sometimes it's even called butter lettuce. It's a very smooth tasting lettuce. When you see it in the store, you want to make sure that it has this nice green all the way up to here, and sometimes it might change variety color and you might see this little tinge of purple, and that's okay. Make sure you check right here where it was cut. It should still look fresh and moist. If it starts to decay and the leaves start pulling back, it's been sitting around for just a little bit too long, and it should feel nice and crisp in your hand. Now, because it is called butter lettuce, it'll feel a little bit smooth, but you don't want it to feel slimy. Now, when you bring this lettuce home, store it in a plastic bag in the refrigerator. You can keep it for up to 3 days, but then it might start to lose its nutritional value and its moisture. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to serve it up in a really cool Brazilian fare over at Sushi Samba.
Sushi Samba has an eclectic mix of Japanese, Peruvian, and Brazilian cuisine. During the World Cup, this menu has a few more Brazilian touches.
Hello, everybody. I'm here at Sushi Samba down in the West Village. I'm here with the head chef, and we're making something that might be always on the menu, but you have a little twist on it today, right?
Yes, it is.
So what are we making?
Today we're going to make our pork belly wraps.
Yeah.
It's a confit belly, pork belly, that we cure it for over a day, and then we confit with our own fat for about 3 to 4 hours until it gets nice and tender.
Yeah.
We sear it and then we serve it. So I'm going to show you how we do it.
How you do it?
This is normally on the menu, but for this special event, we kick it up a little bit with a little pickle, jalapeno, and cucumbers. We're going to have our pork belly like this, and we're going to score it. What I mean is this, we do a little cuts like this, we add up sugar, be generous, salt.
Now, how long does this sit for?
This one we leave overnight.
Overnight, okay.
Yes, in the refrigeration, so all the flavors are gonna penetrate.
The pork belly is cured overnight, and then the meat is rinsed off with cold water to wash it.
We are doing pickled jalapeno and pickled cucumber.
Now, do you seed these jalapenos before you do it?
Yes, we're gonna seed it. We're gonna take the veins and the seeds, so it's not that spicy. The start anise, our sugar, a little bit salt, and our vinegar, black peppercorn,
Okay.
a little bit bay leaf,
The cucumbers and jalapenos are refrigerated to pickle for an entire day.
canola oil,
Okay.
just a little bit for the initial mark, so in that way it doesn't stick to the pan. We want to make sure that the pan is hot, so in the way it sears right away, we now sticken. If it is thick, when you turn it, it will break a little bit the skin.
And when you sear it before you cook it in the oven, does that help hold the juices together inside the meat?
Yes, it helps to retain the juices inside. And once we sear and we have the nice and golden color, we put in our aluminum container, and now we're gonna cover this one with their own fat. If you don't have it at home, you can use canola oil, blender oil, any oil. We're gonna cover with aluminum. We're gonna make sure that it's nice and tight, and to the oven goes.
That's on a low heat.
275 degrees,
Okay.
3 hours, 3.5 hours. Once the pork belly is cooked, we're gonna put some weight on top, and we're gonna put a can that you have, whatever heavy object that you have,
Okay.
you're gonna press it down the meat. So in the way it becomes a nice solid piece.
Okay.
And the refrigeration overnight, or for 3 hours, 4 hours, for a matter if you're preparing for the same days.
Okay.
Once that is done, cold, you will get obviously one flat piece,
We've cut up little cubes.
and then we're cutting a little cubes.
The pork belly is seared again and then warmed up in the sauce before being served.
And put one piece in each of our lettuce. With a little bit purple shisho, like I said, a little bit of Japanese touch, a little bit Peruvian and Brazilian touch.
All right, Chef. Well, thank you so much for showing us this, and I'm really excited this is on the menu, and especially because, as you know, it's the World Cup going on right now.
Yes.
For CBS 2 News, I'm Stephanie Tantillo. Wow. It's incredible.